Hey y'all. Well, it's been 2 months since I have done a video, and this is why. This is what I've been working on, a gingerbread house. It's actually two projects because there's a surprise inside that I'll be showing you as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Janet, Mrs. Farmer Brown from Farmer Brown's Paradise. And if you're a return person, thanks for coming back. This gingerbread house is made out of chipboard and a lot of other things. Drywall mud, some lightweight spackling, some air dry clay, some resin, a lot of stuff. I have always been fascinated with gingerbread houses. I've never tried to really make one, but I do love them. But you know, if you're baking it and making it, it's a once a year thing, and they are a lot of work. So I got to thinking about it, and I thought, well, I wonder if I could make me a faux gingerbread house, a fake gingerbread house. And I looked online and I saw all kinds of ones that were being made with just cardboard and a few with polystyrene. And I thought, no, I think chipboard would be the best thing to use. So I looked and I collected, I don't know how many pictures of gingerbread houses, but I found one that I so loved. Here's a picture of it. And I thought, that's what I want to copy, something similar to that. So that's what I've done here. Now, this house will be for sale on my Etsy store. But more than that, what I decided to do, because normally when I make videos, I show you exactly how I make whatever the project is. There's no way I could do that with this. It's too long. It's too involved. So I thought, okay, well, for those that are seriously interested in learning how to make either this exact gingerbread or taking the materials, the steps that I use, the instructions that I give, you can make your own style. It wouldn't have to be exactly this. So what I have done is I've created a digital file, and it's on my Etsy store too. And you can find the link in the description box below this video. In the digital file, you would get several things. You'd get a PDF that lists all the tools and supplies, and then there are 4 instructional videos that total about, I haven't totally counted it up yet, but I know it's around 6 hours of instruction. So there's that. Well, I have to pause here for a moment because I just told a fib. I said that I was downloading the digital product on Etsy. Well, I did try, but the files were so large for Etsy, and I tried numerous ways all day to try to figure out how to do that. So I've gone a completely different route, and I'm using a company called Sendow. I had to get a membership to it, but nevertheless, I was able to download these large files on that app. So the link in the description box below the video is where it's talking about the digital files. If you decide you want to go that route, it's not an Etsy link. It is a Sendow link. So this is for sale, or you can just buy the digital download. So you've seen some quick photos, but let's look now at all sides. You might not can tell in the video. I do have the lights on in here, but with all these lights, it may be hard to see. There is a scene through the window, and it's covering something up. That's why there's a scene in there. It's a fake wall. Here's the back. Didn't want to leave the back blank because whoever might want to purchase this, they might want to put it on a table where you can see 360 degrees around it. So I wanted the back decorated as well. This side's just like the other one, except it has a different faux scene. And then here in the front, the scene through the door and the side lights is like an entry with double staircases on either side. The top here, first floor, has a beautiful tree with pearls in it, the same as these sterling silver type pearls on the tree, and a star at the top. And it's a two-piece. It comes off the top floor. Those little things right there are the battery lights for the top floor. And you might think, why in the world did you make it two-piece? Well, the whole purpose of making this gingerbread house was because of the first project that I started. And it is a journal. And it's a journal for Christmas time, for recipes, for family photos, for just a really extraordinary keepsake for whomever might want to purchase the journal. And it's hidden inside my gingerbread house. Here is my journal. Now at first I thought, well, I'll probably sell all this thing as a together piece. The gingerbread house and then the journal. But honestly, I'm not sure whoever wants one would want the other, so I am going to sell them separately. Now the journal. I love this thing. It took me probably 3 weeks to make it. This took me like 5 weeks to make. But again, there was a lot of drying time. I didn't work on the weekends. We have our grandkids on Saturday, church on Sunday. So I kind of worked when I wanted to and however many hours of the day that I wanted to. The journal, I am fascinated with journals, and I found a lady online, Memories by Lee, and she has an Etsy store, and she sells digital downloads for journals. She has a ton of different ones, and I will put her link in the description box below the video of this specific journal that I followed her instructions to make. So now I'm going to cut away, come close up to show you this journal. I did modify a few things that are different from what she did, and she wasn't using this kind of paper at all. But anyway, let's come close and I will show you this journal in detail. The papers I chose for this journal are made by Stamperia, and I think this might have been last year's papers that came out, and it was, I believe it was called All Around Christmas. There are also some papers from last year's 2023 Tim Holtz background papers, like this piece here. These little chipboard pieces are part of the Stamperia. I used clay and a mold for this trim. Also used clay and an IOD mold for this beautiful tree. And then here's the back and this side. Now what I loved about Memories by Lee, even though it cost me, I think maybe $11 to order her digital download, it was well worth it because I learned so much in scrapbook making. One of the things I loved about her books was that she doesn't just use scrapbook paper for covering her books like most people do. She uses book cloth, and that, to me, was a game changer. This brown that you see here, all these edges, the chipboard is covered in book cloth. And just like any other material, the corners and everything are going to wear so much better and last for many, many years versus scrapbook paper that can tear. So we open up our little latches here. And open this out. Now I can't fit it in the full screen quite, so I will move it down a little bit so you can see. This part was my own design. When I was thinking about making a recipe book, I thought, well, you know, when you get something like this out for the holidays, one thing you might want to be able to do is record menus for certain meals or a list of grocery items that you need. So I created a little book here that's held in place with that clasp, but it's just a little notepad that you can record on, tear off the sheets. And of course, when you use it up, then you could just replace it with another just standard size, maybe a elongated Post-it note strip. So that is there on the left side. And now we get to the first pages. This flips open. Beautiful picture here. You could put a photo here or not. Same thing here. But now you have 4 small little recipe places. Maybe you would write something out, or you just put some pictures. Then this flips out. This too was my own addition. I did a waterfall technique, and it's magnetized. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places for recipes on this page, held closed with a magnet. There is a little tuck spot here if you wanted to put some photos or more recipes. So we close this up, and now we turn it to this page. On this page, we have a beautiful little bird there. I send you my greetings and wish you a right good year. Happy holidays. This is actually a pull-out where you could record a recipe or just have a picture, and it's blank on the back for you to do either thing again. Recipe, picture of your family, or picture of your food. That slides in there. I just love these colors. This opens out again. Another place to write something or a picture. Same here. Here you've got a pocket to place something. Let it snow. This opens out. Another place for a recipe or a picture. And then this gorgeous reindeer in the back. Moving to the next page. This is a pull out again. Write something on or have a photo, front and back. This flips up. Again, a spot to write something in. And then of course, this tucks in this pocket and holds the flap closed. Then this flap opens out. More place for photos. More place for photos or just writing something. Tuck spot. That opens out. Photos here, pocket here, of a little postcard, place to write or a picture. Then this too pulls out. Again, a place for a photo, recipe, one that you handwrite or one that you cut out of a magazine maybe. And that tucks in. That closes. And that closes. And we turn over here to this page. I think that is so gorgeous. Again, a pull out. Beautiful little angel. Place to write or a picture on the back of that pull out. This flips open. Place for a picture. That flips open. This flips open. There's a pocket here for storage. And that flips open. That's magnetic. Keep it closed. I was proud of myself on this. I did a cute little shaker closure. This page is totally different than what Memories by Lee had. I kind of combined my own thing because this was relatively thick shaker that I made. I couldn't put as many tuck pages and folds and all of that she had on hers. But I thought that was really cute to have there. So that flips up. Cute little recipe paper that actually was an Etsy download. That opens up. This was an Etsy download of a bakery. And then this slides out. This is a napkin that I decoupaged on. And another place for photo or recipe. I love the little cookie stripe paper. That was an Etsy, part of the Etsy download here, as well as these pages. Maybe you can tell I like to cook. I think recipe books are wonderful. Flip over to this page now. Place for photo or a recipe or nothing. The paper's beautiful as is. This opens out. This opens out. So they match on both sides. You could do photos or recipes. This pulls out. Blank on the back for the purchaser to do whatever they wanted with. So that slides in that pocket. And then these fold. We're at the next to the last page here. This flips up this way. Postcard. Cute little thing from the kitchen. Places for photos and recipes. That opens out. Place here. Even here, you could cover that up with a photo or a recipe card. And then that opens. See, how'd I have that? I think it was like that. Then our last page, this opens up. Beautiful little reindeer here. You can open it this way and this way. Some grass cloth here. Great place for photos, recipes, whatever you wanted to add. And then the back page, it doesn't flip. It just has this beautiful little saying, I send you my greetings and wish you a right good new year. Well, I hope you enjoyed my walkthrough of this journal, this recipe journal. It was a good deal of work, but very fun to make. And hopefully it will fill someone's home with much cheer and love, and they will get it out every year to open their favorite Christmas recipes and memories. Thank you for watching. Be sure and check out my Etsy store. Link in the description box below. See you next time. And let's make the next one a short video. I think I'll be ready for another, maybe a Christmas ornament or something fall. We shall see. Bye. Have a good one.